50. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Thank you guys for stopping back. Thank you, bye. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, everyone. It's gonna be exceptional with Sam. It's gonna be really, really exceptional with Sam today because you are having your favorite in the house. Your favorite. You love this guy. You love this guy. You love this guy. You love this guy.
In the small one where they give you go use and take double the money. So I knew business at a very, very tender age. And
Wow.
yes, and I'm a graduate from Delta University, political science and public administration, and my master's in public administration in Delta State
Wow.
University. Yes, I got married. I got married at the age of 26. You know.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yes, yeah, 9 years in the business.
Wow. Wow.
Outside being a businessman, I'm an entertainer.
Wow.
When it comes to comedy, when I talk, people just laugh. Then I just say, let me just classify myself as a comedian, you know. And of course, you say, as the talk, they make people they laugh. I feel use until make money. So I always knew how to have exchange or how to add value to any little opportunity I see. And along the line, I became an influencer. You know,
Wow.
I know how to market any product. I know how to market any product. It's a gift from God, and with little skills acquired. And I'm a DJ. I just dropped my mix on Audio Mac, so you can try it at DJ Jollof on Audio Mac. Yes, it's there. I just gave them my left arm to feel. So to sum everything up, then I'm a politician in reality, by certification, if I may say. So join everything, Mr. Jollof now. Like I said earlier, multi-talented human being. So
Wow.
I just know how to create value with every little opportunity I have.
Wow. Wow. It's obvious that we're going to enjoy our time today. So many things to discuss. For me, you started at a very young age. Started business at a very young age.
Yes.
That was before you went to school?
No, I was in school now. I was in school.
Why is school? So what business were you doing when you were in school?
Okay, then my mom always, she's into buying and selling. And also she's a fashion designer. Maybe not a fashion designer, she'll be tailor, you know. So most times when she travel to, let's say, Onisha Market, Balogun Market, and all those stuff, in my own end, I see some outfit for guys that are a little bit cheaper than what we see in Warri, and some of them are unique. So what I do is this: I just buy them and sell to my friends and make money. Then along the line, when we now had BlackBerry, you know, you always post on your status. Some people post their lovers, some people post whatever they are doing, if they are eating and all of that. So what I do with my platform is to post who have anything to sell. I know that I have a contact that will surely buy. The contact is there. Yes, the contact is always there. So I went into the digital market at a very tender age.
Wow.
I started doing that. Then along the line, I now diversified into, when I became a graduate, and I diversified into buying and selling of home appliances, electronics, strictly on Samsung electronics, home appliances alone, not mobile.
Yeah.
So how I started the Samsung business is this. Then everybody, when we finished university, everybody needed a job. Everybody wanted to work in a bank, you know, Chevron, Nigeria Limited in the oil and gas sector. But that wasn't coming through. And we had the opportunity to join the Nigerian Air Force. And the selection was, you know, Nigeria, and I know me, I know you. So we didn't scale through. So along the line, I now no friends, young graduate, you always come out, hang out in one spot every day, at least 4 p.m. till mama calls. And I got tired sitting in one spot. I just got tired, like, we just sit down here, we just discuss people. Like, I don't need to discuss people, they need to discuss me, you know? So I now reached out to one of my friends, Toshiko Anishebe. His father owns a big electronic showroom, like a 3-story showroom in Warri. So I now told him that can I use you like my supplier? You give me at an affordable rate. I can look for these people, I can market this product, and definitely I get my commission. He said, sure. So what I did was this. I just called the photographer and I snapped everything in the showroom and put it on a brochure. You know, so I started going around and I registered my business, Freezy Enterprise, with the CAC. So I now went around, started showing people like, I get warehouse so when my things there, but my showroom might be fine. But if you want buy, contact me. If you give me half of the money, I go supply. If I supply and finish, you go remit me. Yes, and it went on like that. If I know you so well and I have the resources to actually hold that debt, I can actually do business with you, and I know that you keep to your word. And along the line, my dad wasn't really comfortable with that business with me, you know. How can he purchase a brand new vehicle, tear rubber motor, the pikin go load fridge on top of the motor, they go the supply. But the couple like say the motor na kabu motor. There was a time he actually told me that I should give him his car key. And I carry goods, they go somewhere. You know, he say motor not be taxi. If I go do taxi business or I want do business, so I go the rent taxi and all. So I went on, I didn't stop. And he now saw the seriousness in me, and I was able to raise some cool cash. He now assisted me.
Wow.
He now assisted me, and I had a showroom, and I had a big showroom. I was the Samsung distributor in Delta State, recognized by Samsung West Africa. That was as far back as 2014, 2013.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. So I'll be 35 this month, a few weeks from now, 13th of August. So I'm not that old.
Yeah, I'm still very, very young. Very, very young.
Age day by side. So so when we started this business, we did the business for a very long time, well recognized. Then we now working with Samsung, and I had this jet age vision, because as far back as 2012, 2013, we already knew about washing machines that works with Wi-Fi. You know, we already knew things about tech. We already knew about the next generation. So I wasn't really working with this present generation. We're already ahead. We're like 10, 20 years, 50 years ahead of everybody when it comes to tech. And recession now came, you know how our Nigerian factor, the business actually work. It's a global issue where when you purchase your products today, the moment you try to repurchase again, the price has gone up. Cost of maintenance of the business, but I just had to shut down the business. And I took 1 year off business and re-examine my life with what will I do with my life. And I knew that I can diversify into social media. That was as far back as 2017.
Wow.
Yes, when people now mention their job title as a social media influencer, I am part and parcel of those people that made social media influencing became a job title in this country. So what I knew was this, and special thanks to Don Jazzy, because he was my engine room. You know, yes, he knew that this guy had this thing in his head. They were just pieces. He couldn't just incorporate them,
Put
you
them
know,
together.
yes, on how to generate money. So he now saw that, okay, fine, this guy is it. And he reached out to me when I just did a vibe towards a song, and he gave me some cash, cool cash, you know, big money.
Wow.
And
Correct, guys.
yeah, and I didn't stop. I went further to learn more. There must be a reason why you gave me money. You can't just give me money like that, you know? Yeah, there must be a reason why you gave me money. So I just needed to know what's up. And from there, he now asked me what I wanted to do. And I told him what I wanted. And he was just there coaching, washing, coaching, washing.
Wow.
Most times, not really coaching. He was just washing. He knew, like, okay, fine. If there's a mistake, this guy knows how to correct. He knows the length and breadth of the business. It's just that he just wants to know how can he get value for what he's doing. And
Wow.
I've raised a lot of people via social media influencing how to make money via
Yeah.
social media. Yes, lots of them. And now I think this is the time. 2019 was the time actually where I now said, okay, what I studied in the university, let me practice it, which is
Wow.
politics. Yes, which is politics. But what I wanted to study in my life as a human was mass communication. Yes, it was mass communication. But you know, when you tell someone that is far older than you that this is what I want to do, then I say, Shekiri Peking, where you want to use mass communication work. You know, work for Chevron and all of that. That was how I now said, okay, let me just look for something a little bit easy for me to watch. And it was public administration, but Presidausa University, you don't study public administration. It's double honors. So it's political science and public administration. That's why when I finished my bachelor's, I went further to know what I wanted to study, which was public administration. But in our elective then, in the university, we had a series of courses in mass communication. So I knew the basics in mass communication. So when I started this online social media business, I didn't just want it to be about me. I didn't want it to be about freedom. I didn't want it to be about Mr. Jollof. I needed it to be something that is very, very big, something that will affect life tomorrow, where people can actually where people can actually get jobs through my platform. So what I did was this. I now created a brand, and the brand was called Dreams TV. Now, Dreams TV, yes, Dreams TV is a combination of comedy, inspiration, and entertainment.
Wow.
Yes, so that was the mindset of how Dreams TV was birthed. And along the line, our CSR every year, it's what we tagged as the Rich and Famous Party. And
Wow.
the Rich yes, and we are having one in October in Abuja. We've been having that in Warri. Yes, for sure. We will definitely invite you. Now, the beauty of the event is this. We try to center our strength to small and medium scale business. We know that a lot of them have this difficulty in showcasing their product, exporting their product. And sometimes to do that, it costs money. I have this big platform where I can actually step in for people. So I've made a lot of money from social media, and I've made a lot of money growing up as a child. So I know the length and breadth, and I know the difficulty when it comes to small and medium scale business. Yeah. And advertising is not cheap. So what we do, we create this atmosphere for small and medium scale business. If you are into food, if you are into fashion, if you are into clothing, whatever you are into, we have this platform where you apply and we give you the space, the trading space for free. Yes, we don't collect money from anybody. This project, the last one we did was a 50 million naira project. So most times it's not about we are not centered about making profit as the organizer. That day is the day for the people. So those that are watching Mr. Jollof, I give you the opportunity to where you create value, you have value in return. There must be a return for wasting your data watching Mr. Jollof. There must be a value for subscribing to Mr. Jollof. So whatever I do in life, I always try to make sure I create value in return. Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. Very, very deep. I'm sure a lot of people have learned from you. Let me pick some point. What motivated you to start business while in school?
I needed extra money, you know. I needed extra money. It wasn't that I was suffering. I think among all the kids in my family, should I say, my parents cheated my brother and sister because of me. They gave me everything that I needed in this life, you know, but as an Oliver Twist, I needed more, you know. Yeah, I needed more. I'm that kind of guy that I always want to take risks. And if I want to take risks, I take it all. I go all
Wow,
out.
wow,
Yes, as a risk taker. Yeah. So
that's a,
I never, yes, I hate to stay broke.
wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Now
If I make money.
I wanted to ask at what point you realize that you actually sell those as song?
Sorry?
Is it that when you couldn't get a job, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
You decide to approach your friends for that opportunity of selling those.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Electronics, yeah.
is it because was it just an idea for you to build a big company, or just an idea for you to sustain within the period for you to get something to do eventually?
No, I think I skipped a part. I worked with Essiton. Essiton Integrated is a water treatment company with the Chevron Nigerian Limited. You know, I was the personal assistant to the director of the company, but as I didn't see myself working under somebody. I needed to be an independent man on my own. So I knew that if this man can actually own this business, I can own my own business as the boss. You know, yes. I don't want people to control me. I always want to be free. That is why the kind of business I run today, I have a lot of staff, but I don't put them as you are working under me directly. You can have multiple jobs, you know, but when I call on you, you answer, you know, and even if you don't answer, you give me reasons. I like everybody to be free. That is why when people don't really know what I've done in entertainment, influencing, and all of that, I don't like to keep people like, okay, let's be in this camp and let's work together. I see myself as a lone soldier, and when I work and when I want to influence others to do what they want to do, I don't want to be like their guardian. I can give you an advice. It is left for you to use it or leave it. And I won't get angry if you don't use it.
Wow.
I won't get angry.
When you
Sometimes
were
for
selling,
someone I might be right.
yeah, when you were selling, what was your strategy of selling those products? What was your simple strategy at that time? Are you using your contact, physical contact, or what? Was it?
No. It wasn't about contact. It was about quality. I choose quality over quantity. Whatever I sell and whatever I give out to anybody, I try as much as possible to give you the best. So tomorrow you don't say, This thing when I buy, see the come out when you come day. When I was into electronics, what I did was this, and why I ventured into Samsung was that Samsung gave us a 2 years warranty on any product. So I had this assurance. Till date, people still call me, and people still have their products that are still working. Those that are having faulty products, yes, if it doesn't allow the 2 years warranty, I can refer you to the service center that we attend to use. So I always choose quality all the time. I'm very conscious
But
about
how were
quality.
you able to get the buyers?
The buyers wasn't the problem. All I needed was I'm always out there. I'm a social guy. I'm a social guy, and at the same time, I'm a shy guy. You know, yes, I don't mingle with everybody, but I mingle with the right crowd. I mingle with the right crowd.
So basically, when you go out, you talk about the products, or you dispute it. I don't know.
The product is me. So whatever I'm selling, if I don't show it, people won't buy it.
How do you do that?
It seems, let me just tell you something. Let me say you work with Globacom company, and you are going into the boardroom with MTN Wi-Fi. What does that tell? You are not representing your brand. Now, you when it comes to marketing has different stages. You in business, you should be focused in advertising, and your marketing strategy comes in different forms. Now you can put your marketing strategy on the media space. You have radio, you have television, now we have influencers, then we have tank criers. We have different forms of, what is it called? Marketing strategy. Yes. No, now we have social media platform. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn, we have TikTok, we have Facebook, we have WhatsApp. You know, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that you can actually use your WhatsApp status to sell your business. So there are different strategies. So advertising is part of marketing. Now we have word of mouth marketing. Now it is a one-on-one. You must have the knowledge, or should I say, you must know what you are selling. Not when they ask you like, and this TV now, so which screen this TV they use? Now plastic or now glass? You know, there are some questions that they're supposed to ask you that you shouldn't be saying, make a call. That means what you are selling. Once there's a benefit of doubt in the product that you are selling, your buyer won't trust you. So whenever you are into marketing, you should build it to the level that your buyer should trust your product. Some people, they've not used a particular product, but when they speak about the product, let me use iPhone for instance. When some people speak about iPhone, they've not used it. When I ask some of their new products or the new features, you see them saying that the iPhone bad, the iPhone come on like this. They've not used it. But what they did, truly, it is this. So sometimes be proud of showcasing your product, you know.
Wow.
Like me, yes. Like me, I only Dogo bitters. And definitely there will be traffic on your platform. So what am I supposed to do is this. I don't need to say much of it. Because making this alone is kind of marketing. And these were the reasons why the producer said, let's invest in this guy. They paid huge money for that, but they are getting it in return. Now, the beauty of my own type of influencing is this. You don't just pay me to be an influencer and I just sit in my house. And I say, and buy a Dogo Bida, about Dogo Bida. No, I still make moves. I still read messages. I still get contacts. Like, I want to be a sole distributor for Dogo Bida in this region. What will I do? I connect them with those in the office to do what they want to do. My job is to work as an influencer online, but I need those that paid me money to be an influencer, to get value for their money, not just talking and creating numbers online. So sometimes I can just put on the t-shirt of Odogo Bitters. And go, this drink, I see for this place. You know, the more out of sight is out of mind. The moment they see these brands every day around you, they want to just this thing when you haven't heard someone bring new TV concept, tell me about it. Sometimes they might be having argument. They'll say, no, I know this my guy, now this thing, I will be number one for this thing. You know it work. They don't call you. If you get this thing right, they don't market for you. So marketing moves in different strategies.
Wow.
And I know
I hope a lot of people are learning from you. I really hope a lot of people are learning from you. Whatever you're selling, you need to know it beyond reasonable doubt.
Of course.
That's what it is, beyond reasonable doubt. That's really, really amazing. So it's not about just selling. You need to understand your product and your strength, your unique selling point. And you need to be that product everywhere. It's not that you are selling a Peugeot, you are driving a Corolla, or you are driving a Toyota. So you have to represent your brand everywhere. That becomes your first selling point. That's amazing.
And when I started building people, and I wanted to create a legacy for myself where people will say, or the world will know, or somebody actually benefited from me when I was doing this. Being an influencer, and the beauty about my own influencing is this: if you work with me and I see the potential in you, it's not about you being funny or having too much views. It's about I'm looking at the future. I always have a 10 years, 20 years plan. So if I want to work with you, I try to look the 10, 20 years plan with you. How I can manage you, how I can break bread with you, how we can live as family and all of that. And to God be the glory, a lot of influencers are proud landowners, house owners through my platform. Yes, through my platform. And when you have this kind of money, I just tell you that no, you need to own a property. And the beauty of being, so should I say I'm a realtor in a way?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a realtor. So what I do is this: even if you have a property today as a young man, it doesn't mean that if you buy this property today, you can keep it till you die. The best thing about you being a youth, before you get to 50, learn how to flip your property. It is very good. If you purchase your property for about 10, 15 million, and you know that, okay, fine, this thing is generating to 30 million, 40 million, you know that, yes, I've doubled the price. I can use this money to purchase 2 more. And normally when you don't sell, you go need also when you go shop. You don't understand. You don't go down. You don't go down, you go still enjoy for inside this. But even at 2 million, you take for inside at all, if at all. I don't mind this devil's workshop. So No, I'm not that kind of businessman that will be telling you that invest everything. No, shop, flex. Sometimes when you flex, it makes your mind fresh. You know? So I always like to flex. But when I flex, I know my limit. I know how much I carry come up for house till they go outside. I know they go do past myself. Yeah, I know they go do past myself. So, but you need to look good as a businessman. You need to look good as a businessman. That is one aspect. They need to look good. Dress expensive if need be, but but not finish your account to look good. But if you know, say where they come from, they come, and you know say if you use the available balance, they look good, run them. Worry they call and say that they use a set kite. Yeah. When you draw, when you just set the kite finish, or you get different equipment when you set kite now. When you know the draw now, when you know that you don't go thief thief thread, thief babu, when you take do the kite, everything, you know, like me, my mama not tell me they go the thief my mama thread to the set kite. So you must make sure say me we go bring the thread come. My kite must high pass everybody, you know. Gonna kite you don't say. Yeah. So in business, there are various strategies. That is just it. And I believe a lot can learn from it.
That
It's not
is
about
really that's amazing. I wanted to ask you, how do you discover social media?
okay, like I said, tender age. And I can give you a story about
What?
I can give you a story about when I wanted to open email. Then it was this Yahoo Messenger. So in secondary school, Yahoo Messenger, and this guy was really curious because everybody had this. So I told my other sister that how far now? Made the open email for me. She now said, and then we were going to this cyber cafe to purchase time so we can browse and do all that. Then I didn't know the procedures on how to purchase time, create your email address. So I begged her. And she will come home and say, when I want to put the email today, before I buy 2 hours time, it don't finish. Tomorrow I go try him again. I go carry money, I go give her. Say, go open that. So I could become office every day. Now, the time when you want to open email, it don't finish. Time you want to open email, it don't finish. Now one day now, very good.
That is serious ignorance.
Yes, because because the cyber cafe is there. All you need to do is go there and ask. You know, like, as I reach there now, say, give me 2 hours. The 2 hours not reach the money. Now very small money. And my sister had collect block on my hand. Say, now he made it open. Now I go tell the person, I be open this email for me. Now say, now the boy open the email. The person say, open. It not reach 1 minute. Now say, open another one for me again. The way they open. From that day, if I need anything inside computer, I go look inside, I go find that come outside. I'm go find come outside. If I not go find come outside, now God so kind that we started we now have, if you need this app, if you need this specification, you can pay for it and you get it at free cost. So now we can pay for anything to get what we want on social media and all those stuff.
Absolutely.
But what I told you was that I started I knew about social media, I knew about interaction, what it could get with BlackBerry. Then we did i5, we did Yahoo Messenger and all of that. But then should I say, we being teenagers, we not value for anything. But when I started getting value via social media, what different different apps came. Different apps came. We had Rio. We had so many. Then they were now having dating sites and all of that. So now this was where this how can I make money out of this social media actually came out from. We know young boy wey nobody know, Igbo man no know, we just talk to am, the Igbo man go believe am, the Igbo man go send something come. But the thing is this, they don't have peace. I don't know if you get me. They don't have peace. Yes,
no
so
peace of mind.
Yes,
and
so
they
I
stand the
needed
risk of
money.
being against the
Yes,
law.
yes. So I needed money from online without going against the law.
Excellent.
All right. Without going against the law. So what I do is this. I try to, I'm very vast, I read a lot, I get information a lot, and I share information as well. So what I do is this. When I get some information, I try to read about it, information about, they just bring this new drink, come. They just bring this new brand, come. Now what I do is this. Who be the owner? Who be the marketing manager? The marketing manager na Lagos they do. Okay, if you do Lagos now, you go fit see visitors for your office. No, you no fit see visitors. Where they like go well. Wetin they like do well. I keep asking questions. I go out. Sometimes I go to places that I know that when I spend this money finish, my chest must pain me. But I go there because I will go find person there.
That's networking.
So I now knew that, okay, it's not about making this thing online. It's about putting the numbers in the account. So when you have the numbers online, quick cash.
Wow.
And know how to price yourself, and don't overprice yourself, and don't underprice yourself.
Wow. That's amazing. I wanted to ask you, these how do you start? What's first of all, which platform do you generate more income from?
Me, Instagram, but
And how do you discover it?
I told you, Jazzy.
Okay, that's amazing. Wow. But if somebody wants to monetize their Instagram, can you give us like 2 strategies or 1?
If you
or
want to
more?
monetize, I think you will pay me for consultancy. I think
People are learning. Your fans are learning and enjoying you. Can you see the way they are just telling
you? I think if you want to monetize your social media platform, you first of all, I said it earlier on, you need to represent what you sell. You need to represent who you are at the same time. You can't tell me that you are a DJ and you are selling akara on your page. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, you can't be a DJ and you're selling akara. First of all, your product is supposed to market you. Now, what do some people know about Jollof? When they say, "Who are you, Mr. Jollof? I'm a social media influencer," what do they do? They just go on my platform and check what the first three posts. Then they move ahead to check the numbers. And if they are satisfied with what they've seen, they reach out. And don't make yourself too distant for people. Be accessible.
Yeah.
Be accessible, but not be accessible all the time. It makes you weak. Everybody cannot access you. I don't know if you get me.
Very well.
You like probably you were writing me and I wasn't responding. Yes, because the messages were much. But you knew that, okay, if I talk to this person, I notice that Jollof respects this person. Now, some people, what they do is this: you want to reach out to somebody for something serious, you reach out to the wrong person. You know. Now you can reach out to somebody that I respect, and by so doing, your price might be cheaper, and at the same time, it might be expensive.
Yeah.
So you might be lucky, but you just need to know who and who to. That business is just
You see, business
it's
itself,
wide.
it's about
It's wide.
networking.
It's wide.
Business,
So generating money
business itself is
online
about
is this.
networking with people. Because if you don't have network, you can only set things through your network.
Your network
So
is your
I think
network.
that's, yeah. So if you have good people within your network, you can be sure that you can sell anything.
And that is
Sure
what
that
I
you can.
call short plug. You need to get a short plug. This plug where you know say if you plug down for sockets, you know
could
nobody
just-
say you got to shake the wire. No.
No, it is sure back then. That's what they
Sure.
call that network. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional with people you network with, people you build relationship with. That is really, really, really amazing. We're taking a lot of time from Mr. Jollof. Before we are open for questions, if you have your question, start dropping your question. We'll get him to answer one or two questions. If you have any question, don't hesitate to drop any question. He must answer us today. Drop question for him. So, Mr. Jollof, what inspired you to go into politics? Or is it part of business also?
You know, it's not business by certification. You know, when we were in school, then they taught us about our school of thought, and your school of thought, you can be an idealist, you can be a realist, and being an idealist is what is on paper, are theories that were propounded by scholars, individuals, by what they saw, the experience that took place, and it made them to propound some certain ideas. And I don't believe in a school of thought where we all came into this world as individuals. We came as, should I say, as worry, we come as life napa ahead. So, according to Burna Boy, he said, I become one person, but my happiness will still be my own. Oh. Everybody get role, but it not be say your, it not me say your own passing my own. Oh. So everybody have their own role to play in life, and I believe in that school of thought where I accept reality. Now, accepting reality doesn't make you a bad person. Accepting reality makes you to be real. It makes you to be human. It makes you to understand situations in life. So, me being in politics, in the sense that politics is our way of life.
Yes, your question is quality and funny. I would not
Yes.
I'll find one way I want it.
Yes, that politics is our way of life. And I started politics, should I say, active politics in 2019. Then I was 31 when I ran for the office of House of Representatives representing Warri Federal Constituency. You know, I came as an idealist who I came as an applied the School of Idealism in 2019. And those ideas didn't.
I want to
Yeah.
ask something there. Do you have there's a question here. Before the question, let me ask you. If you are elected to be a Nigerian president today, what would be the first three things you would likely do?
In the Bible, God created man in his own image and likeness. And as somebody created in the image and likeness of God, you now ask, what was the first thing God created in the Bible? Light. The first ministry God empowered was the ministry of power. Because God needed to see before creation. So, as a president and somebody that is created in God's image and likeness, the first thing I will focus my energy on is light. And a lot of people are saying my because of my eye stuff, I really have.
Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
I have eye issues, and I took one medication then to relax my muscles. So my vision is really clear for the past 2 days. So I'm trying to regain my vision now. So that is why my vision was really blurry. So I couldn't see them. That was why I wanted to transfer this interview to tomorrow. So what you are trying to say is this. And the second thing I would do as a president is to give an enabling environment. Because when God said, let there be light, He now created the heavens and earth. He now created water. Then have water again above the sea level.
But that enable environment, can you break it down? Are you talking about road, lights, infrastructure?
No, yes, now. God now created animals, created plants. He created everything after light. Then He now said, the people, let us create man in our image. So if you are coming as a president or I become the president, now meaning that the people made me the president and the people will work with me rather than abusing me if they want a nation to move forward. Because when we come on social media all the time, I will tell you a little story much later. I don't know if you want me to share, but first of all, yeah. So, when I started social media as a social media critic, and I started in my state, I started it with the executive governor in my state. And what did I do then? If I see something that is bad, if I see a project that is not done and all of that, I use my social media platform to share, Yes, then, someone that didn't have the vast knowledge about communication, we tend to make mistakes. Somebody that learned the job on the job, and we tend to make mistakes. And there are so many mistakes that I always try to make my subordinates not to make along the line. Yes, we might try to say some faults that the government they are making, but it doesn't give you the right. It doesn't give you the moral justification to rain abuses, trying to pass your message. You can pass your message if the governor wants to look at it. He looks at it. If he doesn't want to look at it, give a fuck. I don't know. Sorry for using the F word though. But what am I trying to say? When I criticized the government for a period of time, the governor now said, okay, let's reach out to this guy. Because we noticed that he passes his messages. We attend to those little things he says, and he comes back to praise the government. So is not somebody that means bad to the society. It wants an enabling environment. So we need to work with this person because he's doing it out of his own free will. He's using his platform to do it. And we know that this person is using his platform to make money. But for this reason, he's doing it for free. So what do we need to do? Let's work with this person. So the governor reached out to me, like, first of all, like, what is the problem? You know, and sometimes you abuse me and all of that. I was like, Governor Noves, the truth is, if you have a suggestion box, I believe I can drop my message in the suggestion box without coming to the social media platform to say what I want to say. You don't have a social media platform, and it doesn't tell well as a governor in a modern city. What did the governor do? Before the next, they created a social media platform for the governor. That is a plus to the people that the governor now have what they call a suggestion box. It doesn't need to reply you or retweet you or, but it goes through its suggestion box at the end of business day. That is a plus. And there are some messages we now share. There are some, we now have the opportunity to tell them without coming to the social media to, should I say, rubbish their ego in the general public. They are human as well. They are there to serve. If you have anything to say, pass through the right channel. If they don't attend to it, you can't beat them. It's just the simple truth. Some overzealous people will now take it out overboard. The governor will not send you. The governor assistant will not send you. The governor secretary will not send you. But you want to prove to the governor that you are loyal. They might come to hurt me. So you need to protect your own life from the overzealous ones. That is just it. And at the end of the day, we now knew that working with the government gave us a plus, a major edge over everybody. Where if this problem comes out, all I just need to do, if I've sent the message to Commissioner of Information, if I send it to the personal secretary, principal secretary, if I sent it to the director of protocol, these are major people that see the governor every now and then. If those people, I don't get swift response, I come on social media to say it. But my message will be constructive. What I'm after is not to mock the governor or to rubbish his office. What I'm after is results. I'm result oriented. So when I now see that this was how it was going, and people now had this trust in me that if this thing happen, cause Jollof, now he governor the year. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, so, yes, it became like a channel for the people to reach the government.
And there was this course we did then in school. It was called. It wasn't a course. It was a topic. Then it was called Ombudsman. So an Ombudsman. That lecture was delivered by one of our lecturers, Dr. RUP Demudia, an Harvard graduate. So he taught us about Ombudsman, and Ombudsman is like an intermediary. We have an Ombudsman commission in Nigeria. So an Ombudsman is an intermediary where you stand in between. You stand for the government, you stand for the people, and you try to bring results. Yes.
Wow.
So I am that Ombudsman, in quotes, because that was one of the topics that really caught me then in the university. So
I used to do that.
If anybody they owe you money, call me now. You don't owe money for the. I go drag the money come outside. They collect money from you. I'll drag them come outside. Now me, as my records are there. My records are there. Yeah, I go out there, my own body, money will come aside. No, we not shoot gun.
Mm.
Police no go. Everybody will be okay. So back to your question, what will I be? What will I do? The first three things I'll do as the president, I would, I would, I would, I would focus on light, which is power. I would focus on an enabling environment.
What of security?
Then security boils down to an enabling environment. For you to have an enabling environment, you should definitely know your security measures on what to do. So it falls under the enabling environment. Then human capital development. That was the last part I was telling you when God now said, "Let us create man in our own image," because all these enabling environments, so now man now go flex am. So when you create an enabling environment, the problem with Nigeria system of politics today is this: we are this. You shop our shop. You shop our shop. You know understand? When you reach your time to shop, no call no God, no call repent, and no call repent when you reach your turn. Because most of that time when they say they repent, now the time when they want just shop for themselves and their family. So that is what yes. So that is the Nigerian politics of shop I shop. But our kind of business.
They're really running out of time. Mr. Jollof, we're really running out of time. Somebody asked a question. So do you have intention to run for any office in the future?
If I intend to run in the future will tell. If I want to run, it's not me that will say I want to run, it's the people that will need me to run.
So you don't have any plan to run? Unless the people ask you to run?
Until the people ask me to run. Politics is not, it's people that see politics as business. Politics is not business. Politics is to serve. And to
So
serve
people are
is
also
not
asking that you don't want to enroll in your or are they supposed to DM you, or how does it go?
You say what? Sorry.
Some people said that if they want to be part of it, you want you to be their mentor or their sponsor. They have some talent and all of that.
I don't get power. I beg. I don't get power. The whole way I don't get the power. I beg. I don't get the power. I beg. You know, being a mentor, you say, I want to mentor this. You know, I have to. Grace is part of it. I don't joke with. I don't joke with me being spiritual. I might not go to church every day, but being spiritual, I know they do jazz. You understand? But I know good and bad. You know, I'm even a pastor, but God did not call me. I called myself. You know, yes, and I try to save people by letting you know good and bad. You see, people give me names that I don't deserve it, but it is written in the Bible and it is scriptural. A righteous man must be crucified. And Jesus calls her. Because that time, normally, so what they call Ola. Let's say when Peter cut that social here, everybody will give him a chance, say, but this guy rust you. You don't understand. But Jesus still say, if he got me here, other level, let's still flog her. You don't commit any crime. You don't understand. So a righteous man must be crucified. That is just that.
Another question for you. They said, what's the next plan for Mr. Jollof? What's the next plan?
The next plan, I just work with life. And should I say, I have lots and lots of plans. And I believe action speaks louder than words. Those that have subscribed to Mr. Jollof for donkey years, they've seen different phases of Mr. Jollof, and more phases will definitely come through. You know, I'm a
The
product
audience
of
are going to
this.
pick this last question. You guys we cannot read all the question. We have to select the one that we think is appropriate. We'll only take the last one. They say, what took you to Abuja?
Okay. You know, in the Bible, God told Abraham, leave your father's house to a land that will bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. You know, so I'm just obeying the scripture.
Wow. So, Mr. Jollof, we appreciate you so much knowledge.
Thank you.
Are just funny. Every bit of it is interesting. If you leave me, I will not stop. And I can see a lot of people are still wanting to speak to you. Just keep on the good work. Just keep being a good ambassador of Nigeria and you at large. We look more of you and a very great result from you. Much more than you have done so far. God bless you. It is good to have you on our show on Essential with Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
God
wonderful
bless
you.
God bless you. Bless. Oshé.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. It was really amazing. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to be bringing great guys. On next week, please don't forget to subscribe on our channel. We want you to be part of this great show. It's #1 show of LinkedIn Africa. And we are working so hard to get to #1 on Instagram and other platforms. See, we are going to bring your loved one, we're going to bring your fans, we're going to bring people that you appreciate so much to come and tell their story. You can see what we have done. Jollof has done justice to this, telling us about things that we don't really know about him. So, and we are looking out to bring great guys every day. We go around the world on the signal with Sam to bring the very best around the world to come and tell their story. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We don't take your time for granted. See you sometime again next week on Thursday, 7 p.m. all the time. God bless you. Bye for now.
Another day for you, baby. Put my passing over ways for you, baby. The only time that you see that you hate is not pastry.